you laugh and smile a lot. Whatever day you celebrate, I hope there's plenty on your plate. Whatever God you praise above, I hope it fills your hearts with love. Spread some peace and love and joy for all you little girls and boys, and have a happy holiday. Whatever holiday you got. So here yesterday, I'm a little late. I mean, I celebrated it a little bit, but yesterday was Juneteenth. That's right. Yesterday was Juneteenth, and we need to celebrate Juneteenth. That's an important holiday in the United States of America. I guess it wasn't made a national holiday until 2021, but we need to celebrate Juneteenth because that was the end of slavery in this country. You know, and that slavery was a terrible thing in this country, and it started before this country was formed, and it kept going until 1865. The last people heard about the end of slavery over in Galveston, Texas in 1865. That was the end of slavery in this country. And we've been working to deal with that original sin of slavery here in this country since the end of that, since the Emancipation Proclamation was heard all over the land in 1865. And we need to celebrate that and keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep working to make sure that everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity in this country. So we need to celebrate that Juneteenth, just like we do the 4th of July, because it's a very important day. The end of slavery in 1865. Whatever holiday you got, I hope you laugh and smile a lot. Whatever day you celebrate, I hope there's plenty on your plate. Whatever God you praise above, I hope it fills your hearts with love. Spread some peace and love and joy for all you little girls and boys, and have a happy holiday. That's right. We just had Juneteenth yesterday, and I think we need to all celebrate Juneteenth, the end of slavery in the United States of America, back in 1865. And we are also celebrating Gay Pride Month. I guess they'll be having some festivities here tomorrow. We need to celebrate everybody's right to be who they want in this constitutional democratic republic that stands up for everybody's rights. That's the beautiful thing about this country, is the First Amendment of our Constitution. The First Amendment of our Constitution says, Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or of the right of people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And that's what I'm doing here tonight. I'm speaking out for the rights of homeless human beings, speaking out for the rights of those people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights for generations here in this country, speaking out to keep integrating and to keep working to make sure that we have equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity in this country, and celebrating Juneteenth, which was yesterday. Not too many of our holidays land on a Thursday, and it's kind of weird to have Juneteenth on a Thursday, but I guess whatever day it comes up is when we will celebrate it. This land is your land, This land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody, because we haven't gotten there yet. You know, we still haven't gotten to a place where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity in this country. And we need to keep working towards integrating and standing up for the rights of those who have been left behind too often. You know, it's still 10 times more likely for a young black man to go to prison in California than a young white man. Why is that? That's not the way it should be. We need to keep working to integrate our society. We need to keep spending more money on public education here. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right. We gotta keep spending more money on education. You know, we spend about $19,000 per student here in California, per public school student, and we spend over $100,000 per inmate in California. That's right. $19,000 per student, over $100,000 per inmate. We need to spend more money on education so we don't have to spend so much money on incarceration. Thank you, Peace. That's right. We need to keep working towards a better day. Thank you, Peace. And we need to speak out for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Make sure that everybody has the same rights in this constitutional democracy. Because that's what the whole Constitution is about. I know when the Constitution was first written, it was written by a bunch of rich white guys who owned property, and they were the only ones who benefited from it. But since the beginning of our country, since that Constitution was written, there have been people working to make sure that it is more inclusive, that we all have equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. And we had to keep working at it. Our government had to keep working to overcome all the problems. We got rid of slavery in 1865. And around the turn of the century, around the year 1900, we ended a lot of child labor. We made some child labor laws in this country. So children didn't have to work in a factory all day. They could have educations, and they could grow up and enjoy childhood. In 1920, we made sure that women had the right to vote in this country. Before then, they had very little rights at all. And then we kept moving forward. In 1964, we passed some civil rights laws that made it so that everybody was treated the same, no matter what what state you lived in the United States of America. Because so many different states had different laws about the rights of people based on their color. And they kept working towards a better day for everybody. And that's why we can stand up today and say, everybody has the same rights. No matter your race or your religion, your ethnicity, your beliefs, your gender. Back in 1990, we passed civil rights laws. Thank you. Disability rights. Americans with Disability Act was in 1990, and that covered a lot of people with a lot of different disabilities. So it doesn't matter whether you're able-bodied or disabled, we all have the same rights in this country. And then later, they determined the rights of people to marry who they wanted in this country without being prejudiced or had actions taken against. And that's why we can celebrate Gay Pride Month tomorrow, throughout this month of June. That's right. That's what they're celebrating. And we need to celebrate everybody's right to be who they are, who they want to be. That's the beautiful thing about this country. We can recreate ourselves every day, and we have the right to do that. It might take a lot of energy to do that, but we can all become the person we want to be. We can all be the religion we want to be. Every day we can create our own religion, and we don't have to apologize for it. That's what our country's about. Freedom of religion, freedom of beliefs, freedom to explore your own journey. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And we need to stand up for everybody's rights. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. And we got to keep working towards it. It's like John Lewis said. John Lewis said, do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful. Be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, of a week, of a month, or a year. Our struggle is the struggle of a lifetime. Never ever be afraid to make some noise, to get in some good trouble, some necessary trouble. And of course, he was talking about peaceful protest. And we need to continue to peacefully protest to make positive change. John Lewis and Martin Luther King Jr. and many people from the civil rights era suffered a lot of abuse, but they peacefully protested. They didn't fight back. They even practiced not fighting back to make positive change in this country. And we need to tell all of the protesters today, no violence, only peaceful protest. We need all of our leaders to remind everybody, peaceful protest is the only way to go. Because if you start committing violent acts, then the other side wins. That's right. The other side wins and makes us look like criminals, like violent criminals. That's what they want to do, is make us look like that. So we need to peacefully protest. If you see somebody being arrested that you think is innocent and shouldn't be arrested, we need to stand up. Thank you, peace. We need to stand up and say no, but peaceful protest only. Don't get in the way. Don't try to obstruct justice. We need to keep working through the judicial properties that are set in place. Democracy is not easy. Democracy is not like an authoritarian government. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it takes a while for things to get through courts and for people to vote for things that make sense. For people to vote for a comprehensive immigration bill. It takes time, and we need our leaders, our Congress, our public servants to have a comprehensive immigration bill that will help bring these people that have been living in the shadows for generations, help them have a decent pathway to citizenship so they can have the same rights as everybody else. We need to stand up for the rights of everybody who have been used and abused for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. But we need to do it peacefully, and we need to tell our Congress to stand up and act. We can do things like boycott. We can start boycotts. I think that's a wonderful thing. Tell your leaders, give us some boycotts to to stand up for us. Give us some boycotts to put in place to make sure that we can help move to a quicker resolution for these people that have been living in the shadows for so long, so they're not going to be deported just because they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. We need to stand up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Stand up for everybody's right to exist. Stand up against hatred and racism whenever we see it, wherever we see it. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, for all of us. We need to celebrate and keep working towards integration and making sure that everybody can have the basic rights, the same rights in this country. Because we haven't gotten there yet. A lot of people say, don't talk about race. A lot of people say, you shouldn't talk about race because that makes people uncomfortable. Well, we haven't gotten there yet where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. If we did, there wouldn't be, young black men wouldn't be 10 times more likely to go to prison than young white men in California, and 8 times more likely nationally. California, we need to step up. We need to spend more money on public education right here. We're the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world. We don't have to wait for the federal government to make things better. We can do it right here in California. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right. We can do it. California, we're the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world, and we are ranked 19th or 20th in spending on public education. In spending. We're the 4th largest economy, and we're ranked 19th or 20th in spending. How you doing, Alan? Good to see you. We need to stand up and tell people, spend more money on public education, especially in those low-income areas. Spend more money on those low-income areas on services and programs for those schools and to help them have a good existence and lift those kids out of poverty. Spend more money on those schools until rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know we have done enough. Because there are plenty of schools within the Los Angeles County. We have 80 different school districts in Los Angeles County. And some of those school districts are doing quite well, and they spend a lot of money on their students. But many parts of Los Angeles are right at the bottom, and the outcomes are right at the bottom as well. So we need to spend more money on those low-income area schools until rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know we have done enough. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, for all of us. We need to stand up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. On the promenade, in the shadow of the steeple, near the relief office, I see a lot of homeless people, and some are grumbling, and some are wondering, is this land made for you and me? That's right. We need to keep working to make things better. You know, a lot of people say everybody got the same rights here in California. Well, if that was true, then it wouldn't be that Black Americans are 30% of the homeless population when they're only 6% of the population of California. That's right, let me say it again. Black Americans are 30% of the homeless population, and they are only 6% of the population in California.
Are you gonna play some blues?
Huh?
You gonna play some blues?
I don't know what I'm talking and singing and going back and forth. Thank you, peace. But I'm standing up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. That's what I'm doing. And I'm standing up for the right of everybody to peacefully protest on this public promenade as well. And I hope you all do get out on this public promenade and use your talents or peacefully protest. We don't have to ask these business owners whether we can do that or not. We need to take back this promenade because this is a public promenade, and for those people who don't understand that, this is not the Grove, this is not Disneyland. This promenade is not owned by business owners. This promenade, it belongs to the people, and we need to stand up for the right of everybody. Let me remind you, if you are homeless and you are on this public promenade, you have the same rights as the richest person in the whole wide world. That's right. And we need to stand up for those rights right here on this public promenade. Thank you, Pete. How you doing? Good to see you. And we need to keep working towards a better day for everybody, because this promenade, as well as this whole country, belongs to all of us. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day. We can do it. We can make things better for everybody. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We have to show that progressive government can work here in California. There are too many people around this country looking at California saying, we don't want to be like them because they have the biggest homeless population in the whole country. They're not taking care of that, and they have crime and problems, and they have a health care system that doesn't always work for the poor people. And we need to show that these things can work here in California, that we can help end this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. We don't have to wait on the federal government. We're the fourth largest economy in the world. We don't need to wait on anybody. We just need leaders who really believe that doing things for the people and helping lift people out of poverty is a good thing, and that government can make a difference in people's lives. We need leaders who believe that, instead of talking out both sides of their mouth like Governor Newsom, saying, I want to help the poor people, but I want the Supreme Court to let me criminalize homelessness so that they don't live on our streets. That's what Governor Newsom did. And he has continued to talk out both sides of his mouth because he wants to be president. But we need a leader. We need leaders. I may do that, thank you. But right now I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless and speaking out for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, and making sure that we house the homeless, because that's an important thing for us to do in this country, and stand up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. I'll play my guitar a little bit too, but I'm out here to make a statement and to stand up for the rights of everybody, and hope that California can do a better job of showing that progressive government can work, that we can make a difference in people's lives and lift people out of poverty and work towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. hardly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, celebrating Juneteenth yesterday. That's right. We need to keep talking about Juneteenth in this country and keep celebrating it more vigorously every year when it comes around. Very important. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. Living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure, I'll get a little bit out of our minds. Ooh. Living in California, everything's mostly alright. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Ooh. Hey. That's right, we got to keep working towards a better day right here in California. You know, we got some good things going on here in California. California is the second most diverse state in the whole country. We got people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country. That's right. And we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. That's right. How can that be? Why do we have things like that? We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. There's no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets. We can do better than that. We need to tell our leaders, our public servants. California, we're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. There's no reason for us to be ranked 20th in spending on public education. That's right. Just in the spending on public education, we are ranked 20th. In the outcome of public education, we're ranked around 40th. Now that's a shame, California. We need to spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, spend less money on incarceration. That's right, California. We're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We need to spend a whole lot more on education. We don't need to wait for the federal government to fix things in this state. We need our leaders to stand up and make sure they help lift people out of poverty and spend more money on the things that matter. What we need to do here in California is change our business models. We need to raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich. That's right. When you got rich people having space races and poor people sleeping in the streets, then you need to change your business model. When you have cars driving around, driverless cars, autonomous cars driving around with people in them and taking jobs from people, and you have people sleeping in the streets, you need to change your business model. When you got little robots delivering food to people and being taken care of at night and charged up and cleaned up and everything, and you have human beings sleeping in the streets, you need to change your business model, California. So we need to raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich, raise taxes on the rich. I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one, and one that we need to teach our leaders, our public servants. right here in California. We can make a change. We can make things better right here. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Woo! Living in California. Living in California. Everything's mostly alright. Living in California. I'm falling on the promenade tonight. Woo! Living in California. Things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California. Rest of the country's moving in reverse. Woo! Living in California. Place the whole world's dreaming of, that's right. Living in California. Go out and spread some peace and love. Yeah, yeah, hey. That's right, California, we got to keep moving forward. We got to keep showing that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives, that we can actually lift people out of poverty and help people have better lives. The government can do something good. And we need to tell the people, we need to tell everybody, things are going to get better. Don't commit violence, peacefully protest. Don't commit violence, don't cheer on assassins. That's a terrible thing that has happened recently, people cheering on assassins. We don't believe in assassins in this country. We need to stand up for peaceful protest and everybody's right to have a different opinion than you. If somebody has a different opinion than you, and you don't like what they're saying out in the open, you need to stand up for their rights. Those are the people you need to stand up for the rights of. Just like this Mr. Khalil that was released today by the appeals court. Mr. Khalil was released today. They said he didn't commit any crime. He's a green card holder, and he has a right to peacefully protest, even if you don't like what he's saying. And we need to stand up for the rights of people that we disagree with. Those are the people we need to stand up for. And if you are peacefully protesting, I stand up with you. Even if I disagree with everything that you're saying, I stand up for your right to peacefully protest. And we all need to do that because there are wars going on all around the world, and there may always be wars going around the world. And everybody's going to have a different opinion about how those wars should be solved and how they should go. But we don't need to bring those wars within our border. We don't need to start wars here. We need to peacefully protest and debate and talk about our differences and stand up for everybody's right to think differently than we do. That's what our whole First Amendment is about. It's all about differences of religion and differences of beliefs and being able to share our opinions and talk back to authority, even if people don't like it. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Peace.
Come on, there's a little one.
It's about peace. It's about love. It's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love. It's about peace. It's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace. It's about love. It's about hope. It's about joy. Yeah. Bring some home to you little girls and boys. It's about joy. It's about hope. It's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about you, it's about me, it's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me, it's about you, it's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you, it's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yeah. Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom aleichem, Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Hey, it's all about love. That's right, it's all about working towards peace and love, working towards a better day for everybody. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We have to do a better job of standing up for the rights of those people that have been marginalized and pushed aside. Just like here in Santa Monica, many of these coastal communities here in California built themselves by taking property, using eminent domain, taking property from poor people and pushing them down the road. They took property and they used it for their civic structures and their highways and freeways and such. And they took it from a lot of poor people, and they gave them what they called a fair market value. And a lot of these poor people were people of color, as they tend to be, because we haven't reached equity yet here in this country. It's not like everybody has the same basic income, no matter your race or ethnicity. We haven't gotten there yet, so we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. And we need to build more affordable housing in these coastal communities so that we can have more people of color living in these coastal communities. Because when you push poor people out of your communities, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. So we got to keep working at it. And that's why Santa Monica, we need to build more affordable housing right here. Because since 1970, the population of Santa Monica has only grown by about 2,000, while the rest of California grew by 20 million. The population of Santa Monica grew by about 2,000. They said, we got ours, now you poor people stay out. So we got to be part of the solution, not part of the problem, Santa Monica. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread. Just look for some place to lay their weary heads. You know, there's a large percentage of the workers here, the employees here in Santa Monica, that can't afford to live in Santa Monica. That makes for bad democracy. When all the people that work in your city can't afford to live in your city, that makes for bad democracy. That means only the business owners and the homeowners get to be voters. And a small percentage of Santa Monica's police department and fire department and other first responders can't afford to live in Santa Monica. That makes for bad democracy. So we need to stand up for the rights of poor people to be able to live here in Santa Monica, especially if we believe the scientists about climate crisis and how it will be getting hotter. So we're going to have more people living next to the coast because the air quality is going to be better and the temperature is going to be better. So if you're really serious about human beings surviving a climate crisis, we're going to have to build a lot more housing right next to the ocean. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair. I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face. I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got the wind in my hair, got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ain't got no seasons, don't have no reason to need no freezing rain. I got the surf and the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got the wind in my hair, I got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got the wind in my hair, got a life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gone, Juliet and Mama gone, Juliet and Mama gone. A rock and roll, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. How you doing, Robert? Good to see you. That's right. If the climate crisis continues, it's going to get hotter and hotter, so we need to build more housing next to the coast. We need to build more affordable housing along the coast, and we need to keep integrating our society. We don't need to segregate because we're making everything so expensive that poor people of color can't afford to live in our communities. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody because we have not gotten there yet. You can't stop talking about race if you haven't gotten to a place where we all have equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We can do better. That's what we're trying to do, is work towards a better day for everybody. We don't have to settle for things the way they are. We need leaders, progressive leaders who want to show the government can make a difference in people's lives. Instead of too many leaders saying, don't be poor and homeless, don't be poor at all. We'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. We'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. We'll say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with bugs. So don't be poor and homeless, that's what they say. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless, just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and sick. They'll put you in the hospital and spit you out real quick. They'll say you need to rest more and change the way you eat. But they ain't got no medicine to put you back on the streets. Wait, they ain't got no medicine to keep you off of the streets. Yeah, that's right. Don't be poor and homeless. They say, don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live in a mansion. All the rich folks want to help you if they can. So they'll start a race to outer space to help their fellow man. We are going to build affordable housing up on Mars. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't live in your car. They'll find a way to ticket you no matter where you are. They'll say you're near a schoolyard or near a city park. They make you move your car all day and give you tickets while you're sleeping in the dark. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just live on a yacht. All the rich folks want to help you if they could. So what they'll do is they'll move your tent and your bags and stuff to another neighborhood. A little farther down the road would be good. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor at all. They'll pull the chair beneath your seat and mock you when you fall. They'll tell you that you're crazy and you're on the drugs. They say you're mostly lazy and you're filled with all kinds of bugs. So don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. Don't be poor and homeless. Just be rich. That's right, homeless people, just be rich. That's what a lot of people say to me. These homeless people, they just need to get a job. That's what they need to do. They just need to get a job. Well, a lot of these homeless people do have jobs, and they still can't afford a place to live. That's the sad thing. They certainly can't afford a place to live here in Santa Monica. Nobody with a minimum wage job can afford to live pretty much anywhere in Los Angeles County, but definitely not here in Santa Monica. See, we have to help people by building more affordable housing. We're in a housing crisis, a homelessness crisis. Thank you very much. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you. And we need our leaders to step up. And we need leaders in cities like Santa Monica to step up and build affordable housing like they have said they were going to build for a while now. But for generations, they've been pushing the poor people out of cities like Santa Monica. And that's why we have so much to do. That's why we're so far behind with affordable housing. It's not because we don't have enough places to put people. You look here on this promenade, we got boarded up buildings all around. You look around the city, there are plenty of office buildings that aren't going to be used anymore because they are unnecessary. Because we're going further into a technological age where we don't need brick and mortar stores or brick and mortar buildings for office buildings. There is plenty of space, it's just that nobody wants the poor people in them. That's right. It's just like this parking structure they tore down over here on 4th Street in Arizona. They tore it down over 2 years ago, maybe it's 3 by now. They've been talking about building affordable housing there since 2018. And these business owners here on this promenade have been fighting against it. They even sued the city so that we don't need any poor people housing near our businesses. It's bad for business. And that's what the business owners have been doing in the neighborhoods here in Santa Monica for generations. And that's why we need to push back and we need to move in a better direction. I know it's not easy, but we're moving into this technological age where it's going to be harder and harder for human beings to survive. Because more and more of the jobs are going to be going to the artificial intelligence and the computerized robots and the bitcoins and everybody. And the poor people are going to be left further and further behind. More jobs are going to be used by the robot, taken by the robots, and more people are going to be without, and they are actually getting rid of healthcare programs as we speak. They're trying to make it harder for people to have healthcare if they're able-bodied. Even though the jobs are going further and further away, they're demanding more from poor people. And we need to move in the other direction. We need to say, sure, it's fine, give the jobs to the artificial intelligence and robots, but make sure that human beings can survive and exist and work on things they want to work on. How about that? Let the artificial intelligence make sure that every human being can have a decent place to live. Make sure that the artificial intelligence can make sure that every human being has health care. Make sure that the artificial intelligence makes sure that every human being can have a good public education. The poor kids can have a good public education. Make sure that everybody who wants to work a job can have a living wage. We can do that. But right now we're benefiting the rich people's toys. Rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on our rich people and rich people's toys. On the rich people and rich people's toys. That's right. This very night we have robots and computers all around this country in warehouses being taken care of, being cleaned up and made sure that all their circuits are working just fine and they're charged up, their batteries are charged. You know how hard it is for some of these homeless people to charge their phone? You know how hard it is for some of these homeless people to store a bag? They don't have any storage bins here in Santa Monica, no. You want to store a bag, you have to go downtown, and if you have too many bags, the police can come and take some of your property away and throw it away. They'll say that you're breaking the anti-camping laws by having too many bags. And they don't have any storage bins here on the west side, here in Venice, here in Santa Monica. They just make it harder and harder for poor people. While we have more and more warehouses full of computers and artificial intelligence and places for robots to get taken care of and cleaned up, make sure all their cameras work, make sure that they get a good night's rest, while we have human beings sleeping in the streets. That's right. I see those little boxes go by, those little Coco robots delivering food. I say, hey Coco, you got a place to sleep tonight? Because there are homeless people sleeping in the streets. Tell your owners. We're going to have to come to terms with this, California. We're going to have to come to terms with this, USA. We're going to have to make it easier for human beings to survive this technological era of advancement and devancement, of standing up for robots more than human beings. And we need to make sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country instead of standing up for rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on rich people's toys making rich people money while the poor girls and boys live in the streets. It ain't funny how they're raising all the rents, and the governments are finding ways to funnel all the money to be spent on our rich people, our rich people's toys, on the rich people, our rich people's toys, on the rich people, our rich people's toys. That's right. We're doing a very good job of being kind to the greedy. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. We have to make sure that human beings can survive this technological age and stand up for human rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We've got to keep working to integrate our society because we haven't gotten there yet. And we've got to stand up for, like Franklin Delano Roosevelt said. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he said the test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. And if that is the test of our progress, we have not done very well, USA. We have not done very well, California. We have to show that progressive government can work, that we can help lift people out of poverty and make lives better for people right here in California, right here in Santa Monica. We need to make a difference right here in Santa Monica. And I hope you're trying to make a difference wherever you are tonight. I hope you're telling your leaders to do a better job of lifting people out of poverty and making sure that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Because there's no reason. It's just greed. It's just plain greed. Just plain greed is all it is. Mother, mother, there are too many of you trying. Brother, 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 far too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer. Only love can conquer hate. We've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Just talk with me and you will see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Who are they to say we're wrong? Who are they to judge us just because our hair is long? We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket signs and picket lines, don't punish me with brutality. Just talk with me and you will see what's going on. What's going on? 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 I see us in the park, strolling the summer days, with imaginings in my head, and words from the heart, told only to the wind, felt without even being said. I don't want to bore you with my troubles, some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, more and more, more and more. We lay beneath the stars, under a lover's tree, as seen through the eyes of my mind. I reach out for the part of me that lives in you, that only our two hearts can find. I don't want to bore you with my troubles, some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Some about your love that makes me weak and knocks me off my feet. Knocks me off my feet. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. I don't want to bore you with it, but I love you, I love you, I love you. But I love you, I love you, I love you. More and more, more and more. Here's another Stevie Wonder from 2002, I believe. Hey, hey, hey. Staring right at 2025 AD, as a man's atrocities toward man had no history. But just a glance at 2025 BC, we see traces of man's inhuman demand. It's no mystery. All for one fire. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we hear the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. We can't stand, watch and say no, this can be. When there's a plan by any means for the cleansing of one's ethnicity. And we shouldn't act as though we neither hear nor see. Like the Holocaust of 6 million Jews, 150 million blacks during slavery. All for one fire. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we hear the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. Whether publicly or privately convened, may love, positivity, and life's preservation be the basic theme. And should you give your trust to some prophet in life, give him trust, but your faith must stand with the one who paid the ultimate sacrifice. All for one fire. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we hear the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. One for all. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we hear the call. Me for you, you for me.
Hoy es viernes y se va.
Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. There's no chance for world salvation unless the conversation is peace. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. Woo! Keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep working towards peace and love. Equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity for all. That ain't too much to ask. In this richest, most powerful country in this world, in this constitutional democratic republic, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. We can't settle for the way it is. We don't need to. That's what the whole Constitution is about, to work towards a more perfect union. That's how it starts off. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. There were some people who thought it was perfect just the way it was when they wrote that Constitution back in 1787, although it only gave power to rich white guys who owned property. But there were people saying, no, we got to work towards a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. And we do ordain and establish this Constitution. See, they were working towards a better day for everybody. Some people thought it was perfect just the way it was, but others said, let's keep working towards a better day. And that's what we need to do. Even though we have somebody in charge right now who doesn't care about a lot of our population, doesn't care about poor people, wants to sell to the highest bidder. We need to keep standing up for the rights of every human being in this country and peacefully protest, have boycotts, find ways to work within the system to make positive change, and to get our leaders, our progressive leaders, to actually get things done, show that they can get things done, show that you can lift people out of poverty right here in California, right here in Santa Monica. Too many people here in California suffer needlessly because of bad leadership. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much, how much, how much, how much, how much, how much? That's right. How much should you have to earn to live every day? How much should everybody here in the United States have to earn to live every day? Should there be a monetary value? If you don't earn this much today, then you don't get to live anymore. Is that where we're coming to? I believe everybody has intrinsic value. I believe every human being has a value without generating any currency, without selling any Bitcoin, without mining any Bitcoin, without promoting any other kind of currency. Human beings have a right to survive and live and thrive without being worth anything at all. You're enough. You are enough just as you are. And we need to stand up for that in this country, in this constitutional democratic republic that believes in human rights. We need to stand up for everybody's right to exist without earning a single dollar. And we need to stand up for everybody's rights to have the basic: a decent place to live, food to eat, health care, and a good public education. If you're not getting people involved in your workforce at this point, they probably feel unneeded or unvalued because you're giving all the jobs to the robots and they should be able to do everything by now. So you need to find out how human beings can survive and do things without just trying to take advantage of the next sucker next to them. Do we really want people just trying to take advantage of each other for monetary gain in this country? Is that all it's about? Just unfettered capitalism? No, I think we can do better. I think we can lift up human beings and stand up for individual rights and let everybody know you are enough. You don't make, if you want to be part of society and do some great things for your fellow human beings here in the United States of America, that's great. But if you don't, you have a value without generating any income. How much does it cost to live? How much do you have to pay? How much should you have to earn to live for one more day? How much does it cost to live before your life has worth? And tell me, how hard should you have to struggle to survive? How hard should you have to struggle to survive in the richest, most powerful, most abundant country on the face of the earth? How much does the rich man want? How much does he have to keep before he can say it's okay for poor people to sleep? How much do the greedy want for poor folks to eat? And tell me, when will we see the end of the days? When will we see the end of the days when human beings have to sleep in the streets? How much? How much? How much? How much? Hey, peace. How much? How much? That's right. We need to stand up for everybody's right to exist in this country. Peace and love. You know, instead of building housing here in California and all around the country in many places, they criminalize homelessness and they tear down people's tents. Instead of saying, hey, we're in a housing crisis, a homelessness crisis, let's let people have an area to pitch tents and have security and restrooms and services to help people while we're getting through this housing crisis, this homelessness crisis. But instead, they pay people to go around and tear down tents and push the people down the road and clean up after them, and spending millions and millions of dollars on cleaning up after poor people instead of giving them a place to hang out until we have enough housing or affordable housing for them to live in. We need to change the way we see human beings and their value. Make sure we work towards everybody having the basics. Hey, what's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment that we live? What's it all about when you sort it out, Alfie? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind? And if only fools are kind, Alfie, then I guess it is wise to be cruel. And if life belongs only to the strong, Alfie, what will you give for an old golden rule? above our feet. I know there's something much more, something even non-believers can believe in. I believe in love. Alfie, without true love, we just exist. Alfie, until you find the love you've missed, you're nothing, Alfie. When you walk, let your heart lead the way, and you find love any day, Alfie. That's right, we got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Even if we don't make any money out of it. Even if you don't make a profit by helping poor people have a decent life in this country, I think that's worth doing. I've stood up most of my life for living a life of poverty and doing the arts and music and all of that, not caring about the future. I think there's plenty here for all of us to share, all of us to have a part of. And if you can do things to help your community, I think that's wonderful. Get involved. But not everything's about making a profit, my friends. No, we got plenty of people that just want to make profit off of poor people and just take advantage of people. We can do better than that. Thank you, sir. Peace. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. I'd rather be poor than be filthy or rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating, some bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some warmongering son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Hey, hey. One more time. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. You have a great night and enjoy it. Spread the peace and love. Thank you. That's right. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I don't want to hate rich people. I just want us to raise taxes on them so everybody can have the basics. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's going to be our first trillionaire. That's the last thing we need in this country is a trillionaire. What we need to do is raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. That's right. So we raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around with greasy hair than sell guns and weapons everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go, go, go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo, woo. And I'll keep on working at it. That's right. You know I will. I'll keep going as long as I can, because I'm old now and I don't have to worry as much about making a living because I'm old and I get the Social Security, you see. So I don't have to worry about the future. I'll get by. Even though I am unhoused, even though I'm homeless, but I stay with friends. But I can speak out for those who are suffering and who don't have a place to live and are sleep deprived and have the trauma of having to figure out a safe place to sleep every night. Those people, it ain't a fun life, and we could help them turn that around. We can make sure that everybody has the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. That ain't too much to ask. Someday, when I'm feeling low, I will feel the glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely, with your smile so warm and your cheek so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you.
You're amazing. I love your voice.
Why, thank you very much. You're very sweet. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm out here about 3 nights a week. You know, I spend a lot of time talking and talking about the homeless and about building affordable housing. I ran for Santa Monica City Council this last year, and I'm on a committee now in Santa Monica overseeing the funding for Measure GS. And I hope everybody gets involved and tells the leaders to stop criminalizing homelessness and start finding solutions right here in a place like Santa Monica. Because, why, thank you very much. My name's Wade. Mary, nice to meet you.
I'm a singer too. I gotta join you.
Oh, wonderful. Please come out and sing something. Well, learn a peace song of some sort. Something like.
Be Friends by Ella Fitzgerald. You know that one? And Louis Armstrong.
Which one?
Can't We Be Friends?
Yeah.
Learn that one and I'll sing it with you.
How about Imagine?
I don't know that one.
Look at Imagine.
Okay, I'll learn it.
John Lennon.
Okay, I'll
John
learn
Lennon. Or some other peace song. Look me up and send me, and I'll send you some songs that would be good too. Yeah, I guess I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I'm live streaming to YouTube. So,
I'll sing with you next time.
all right. Thank you, Mary. Peace. You have a great night, both of you. That's right. We keep working towards a better day for everybody. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. I know I've been bouncing around a lot tonight. There have been things that I've been wanting to say, and we need to keep standing up for the rights of those people that have been living in the shadows for generations and used for their labor but not been given their rights. We need to speak up and peacefully protest. Everybody tell our leaders to come up with some boycotts that help us move forward and stand up for the rights of those people that have been living in the shadows but not been given their rights. Solamente una vez amé la vida, solamente una vez y nada más. Una vez nada más y mi huerto abrió la esperanza. La esperanza que alumbre el camino de mi soledad. Una vez nada más se entrega el alma con la dulce total renunciación. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. You belong to my heart, now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. When I said I love you, every beat of my heart said it too. 'Twas a moment like this. Do you remember? And your eyes through a kiss when they met mine. Now all of the stars and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are the song and you'll always belong to my heart. Y cuando ese milagro realiza el prodigio de amarse, hay campanas de fiesta que cantan en el corazón. My love has come along, my lonely days are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night that I found you. I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I never known. You smiled and then now we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night that I found you. I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine at last. For you are mine at last. If I had to choose just one day to last my whole life through, darling, I would choose that Sunday, the day that I found you. A newborn whippoorwills were calling from the hills. Summer was a-coming into fast. Lots of daffodils showing off their skills, all together swaying. You could almost hear them saying, go on and kiss her, go on and kiss her. If I had to choose one moment to live within my heart, it would surely be that moment, the moment when we started. Darling, it would be when you smiled at me one day, that Sunday, that summer. If I had to choose just one day to last my whole life through, darling, I would choose that Sunday, the day that I found you. Newborn whippoorwills were calling from the hills. Summer was a-coming in but fast. Lots of daffodils showing off their skills, all together swaying. You could almost hear them saying, go on and kiss her, go on and kiss her. If I had to choose one moment to live within my heart, it would surely be that moment, the moment when we started. Darling, it would be when you smiled at me. Oh, one day, that Sunday, that summer. that summer. For sentimental reasons, I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I love you and you alone were meant for me. Please give your love and heart to me and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning, dream of you every night. Darling, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I think of you every morning, dream of you every night. Darling, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I give you my heart. I give you my heart. You are the sunshine of my life. So I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart. I feel like this is the beginning. Though I've loved you for a million years, and if I thought all it was ending, I would find myself drowning in my own tears. Oh, you are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll stay in my heart. You must have known that I was lonely, because you came to my rescue. I think that you must be from heaven. I feel so much love be inside of you. Oh, you are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. You are the apple of my eye. Forever you stay in my heart. You are the sunshine of my life. That's why I'll always be around. Forever you stay in my heart. That's alright, mama. That's alright for you. Alright, mama, any way you wanna do. Now that's alright. That's alright. That's alright, mama. Any way you do. Mama, she done told me Mama done told me too. Some that girl you fooling with, she ain't no good for you. No, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright, mama. Any way you do. Leave it town, baby. Leave it town for sure. You don't need to find me around your door. No, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright, mama. Any way you do. That's alright. That's alright, mama. Any way you do. That's alright, mama. That's alright for you. That's alright, mama. Any way you wanna do. No, that's alright. That's alright, mama. Any way you do. How you doing, Ethan? We got Ethan Hyde here on the promenade. You having a good night? You want to say anything to the peoples? Ethan Hyde. He didn't introduce me tonight because I was moving down. I moved way down the road. He didn't see how far I moved. But how you doing, Ethan?
Good.
What's going on? Go ahead and speak into the microphone.
Let's stop all this divisiveness, this hatred, and this racism. And let's start learning to live and work together and help each other.
I love it. I love it, Ethan Hyatt.
Let's stop it.
That's right. What does the world need now?
Oh, we need love, and we also need to start getting people off the street into some housing. There's plenty of money around to build housing to get people off the street. Let's start doing it.
I'm with you, Ethan. It's just a matter of greed.
Yes.
We got to show a little more love to one another.
Stop being so greedy and start using your brain to help people.
I like it. Thank you, Ethan. You have a great night. Good to see you. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. What happened to my hand? We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just to love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine. So listen wanna know what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. We don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Yeah. That's right, let's celebrate love. Love is love. That's what they say. And we need to stand up for everybody's rights to love who they want. Stand up for everybody's right to celebrate their own beliefs. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate all the different ways we can see the world. Let's celebrate all our lovely boys and girls. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. One more time, everybody join in. Let's all celebrate each other's different beliefs. Celebrate each other's rights to believe as you will. Love who you want. Stand up for your rights to be who you are. That's right. That's what it's about in the United States of America. You can be who you are, celebrate what you want to celebrate, have your own religion, have your own beliefs, and that's all right as long as you're not hurting anybody else. We need to stand up for everybody's right to be and exist and enjoy and thrive. That's right. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate me. Let's celebrate all the different ways that we can be. Let's celebrate love and life. Let's celebrate every day that we can stay away from war and strife. Let's celebrate hope. Let's celebrate joy. Let's celebrate all our lovely girls and boys. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. Let's celebrate love. I love it when I'm near you, and I hear you speak my name softly in my ear. You breathe a flame. Love it when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's on entrancing music dies. All of my future is in you. You're every plan I design. Say that you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender and your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. Lover, when we're dancing, keep on glancing in my eyes, till love's on entrancing music dies. They say the devil is in you, and to resist you I try. But if you didn't continue, I would die. Lover, please be tender when your tender fears depart. Lover, I surrender to my heart. The evening breeze caress the trees tenderly. The trembling trees embrace the breeze tenderly. Then you and I came wandering by, and lost in a sigh were we. The shore was kissed by sea and mist tenderly. I can't forget how lovers met breathlessly. Your arms open wide, and wrapped me inside. You took my lips, you took my love so tenderly. Para se necesita una poca de gracia. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar bamba, se necesito un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. No soy marinero, no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Hey, hey. Para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. Hey, hey. So we'll keep working towards a better day, keep working towards equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, good public education, common sense gun laws. Keep standing up for everybody's rights to be and exist. Stand up against racism and hatred whenever you see it. Stand up against antisemitism, islamophobia. We can't fix all the problems of the world here in the United States. We need to keep debating and keep allowing debate. And keep allowing differences of opinion. Stand up for everybody's rights to peacefully protest and speak their minds in this constitutional democratic republic with the First Amendment that talks about everybody having the right to be themselves and peacefully protest, speak out against authority, keep standing up for peace. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, and there must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with timber train. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. that the answer's gonna come. Somehow out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, feeling my dream.